Hi, Vanakkam, welcome, Namaste, good evening to one and all. Welcome to Leaders Connect 360 episode LC0163. Leaders Connect 360 is a CSR initiative by Bija Training and organized by the Mosque Leadership. I am Karni Prakash, team building strategist. Leaders Connect 360 is started with a specific objective of inviting 1,000 plus leaders and create a million leaders. It is an online hub where every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. we learn from top management leaders on Zoom Live, and once in a quarter we have an offline networking meet to network, support, grow with leaders. That's when we call it as leaders create more leaders. Leaders create more leaders. So currently, all are muted, and we will be giving you an opportunity to speak with our guest, Mr. Naveen, and panel discussion leader. Before begin, I'm happy to share that we are currently live on LinkedIn, and this episode LC0163 is being recorded. First time visitor may click the link in the WhatsApp, Facebook link on the chat box to get regular updates to join in our future program, because we need more leaders to create more leaders. I request all of you to turn on your video so that this session will be more interactive and more interesting. So I request all of you, please switch on the video. Yes, thank you. Are you all ready? Yes, sir. Are we all ready to interact with our guest and the panel discussion leader? Fantastic, fantastic. So if you are ready, please, or in the chat box. So we have 15 members. At least we need to get 10 of you. Please type or. Yes, that's great. That's great. Thumbs up sign, got it. That's great. That's great. Thank you for you. Before going to start the program, before introducing about a guest, a panel discussion leader, I would like to introduce Mr. Pankaj, managing partner, Bija Training. He will interact with our guest and panel discussion leader. So now over to Mr. Pankaj. Yes.
Thank you so much, Karuna. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all once again on behalf of Leaders Connect, the Mass Leadership, and Bija Training. Special welcome to our guest, Mr. Naveen Toshniwal, sir. Welcome, sir, to the forum.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to connect with you.
Thank you so much. So before we start, I would like to take this opportunity to also invite Ms. Priyanka Bhatia today as our panel discussion leader. So Ms. Priyanka is going to interact with our guest today, Mr. Toshniwal. And the agenda for the day is that we are going to have a really interesting learning from the topic that leading people through Grapho analysis. As I believe Mr. Naveen Toshniwal is a Grapho therapy specialist, and is also the director to Toshniwal Cables Private Limited. So for sure, this is going to be an interesting session for all of us. So we are going to have the small quiz post the knowledge sharing by Mr. Toshniwal. Then we'll have we'll have a Q&A, so we can have 2-3 questions to our guest. The quiz winner will also get an opportunity to ask a question. After that, we are going to have word of the thanks and a summary. So without taking much of the time, I would like to invite our panel discussion leader, Ms. Priyanka Bhatia. But before that, I would like to share an official welcome video of our guest and panel discussion leader. So, Mr. Arul, can you play the official welcome video of our guest and introduction, please? Thank you. Thank you so much, Arul, for the video. And Naveen sir, here you are. Officially, we are welcoming you to our forum. Thank you so much for taking time, sir.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to share my knowledge on this very interesting subject.
Thank you. So, Priyanka, over to you, and you can start the panel discussion with us. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So, hi, good evening, Naveen sir, and good evening, all. So, first of all, thank you to Arul and thank you to all Leaders Connect team for giving me this chance to connect with Naveen sir. So, for me, this is a very new topic and very interesting topic, that how grapho analysis and the therapy help in leading people. So, if I'm excited, I think all over the team is also excited. So, thank you so much, sir, for giving your time. So, my first question is, sir, how can grapho analysis help in identifying leadership qualities and potential in individuals?
See, first of all, I would like to begin with what graphology is. It's actually a very basic science where we are comparing two handwritings, whether they belong to the same person. For example, there is some fraud in the bank. So the
Yes.
forensic departments, they are assigned the responsibility of checking these details relating to matching of the signatures or whether the two handwritings belong to the same person.
Yes.
Now, the next step is grapho analysis, where we are actually analyzing the personality and character traits through the strokes in the handwriting. This is actually not very well known in India, unfortunately, but in Europe and in America, it is being widely used for employments. The corporates get handwritten applications from the candidates, and they are able to assess the personality and character traits in details, even before the actual interview is conducted. So your question was that how it is helpful in the leadership and what traits can be identified, right?
Yes, sir.
See, we can identify all traits relating to your personality. Remember, this is not astrology. We cannot predict the future or the past like astrologers do. But we can assess the personality traits accurately. For example, what is the ambition level of a person? How a person will react in a particular situation, whether he will be cool-headed or whether he will be showing the emotions very drastically, or he can control the emotions and uh, react very calmly even in adverse situations. What is the you can say the willpower level, determination level, what is the persistence level? So anything related to your personality and character traits can be accurately identified through the strokes in the handwriting. See, here I want to add something. A lot of people ask me that, what about my signature? You must have heard that there are many people who claim that if they change the signature, they can actually change the personality of a person. This actually, in fact, somehow I don't agree with this. It is not correct. Because when we do a proper assessment of anyone's personality through the handwriting, what we analyze is the repetition of the strokes. Because a particular letter, for example, T or Y, you can write in different ways in one full page of handwriting. What we will see is the repetition of the strokes. How many times T is written in a particular way? That is the more prominent trait. The more the repetition, more prominent the trait is. So this is how the analysis is done. And we come to the detailed personality of a person after identifying the individual traits. I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Really, it is new that how we have listened about all other things, but this is very new for us. So it is really great that personality, we can test personality with the writing, with the strokes, with all these things. So my next question is, sir, thank you so much. My next question is that what are some ethical considerations when using handwriting analysis in a therapeutic context?
See, when you talk of therapeutic concept, what you actually mean is the therapy part.
Yes,
And
sir.
this is the most amazing and most interesting part of this science. See, we all know ourselves. And when we do someone's analysis through the handwriting, we are actually uh, pinpointing the traits or the personality which you already know about you. You will be surprised how we have been able to assess someone's personality even without meeting that person, without even talking to that person, through the handwriting traits. But just analysis will actually not help anyone to improve. So the next part is the therapy, where we are actually consciously making efforts to change some strokes, whereby it will impact your subconscious to actually change your personality or character traits. That is most amazing and most important. See, now a lot of people will ask me a query. These days we don't write. Writing is almost finished. We are all on texting, on computers, on laptops. We hardly write. In fact, we don't even sign because all the payments are also made by NEFT. But the most amazing part is, even if you write after maybe 5 years or even after 10 years, your personality traits will be accurately analyzed. And if you decide to go for the therapy for self-improvement, you just have to practice 5 minutes a day. You just have to spare 5 minutes a day for a duration of 3 weeks. And if you do that practice of the therapy, which will be prescribed after the analysis, you will actually see the changes or feel the changes in yourself after a duration of this 3 weeks. So this is the most amazing part, which is called Grapho therapy. And the therapy which I recommend is very simple, keeping into mind that we hardly write these days. So the therapy is only for 5 minutes a day. And once you get the desired improvements in the prescribed 3 weeks, then you can give up the writing. Then it is not required to continue. So I hope this answers your question, or do you want to elaborate? Want me to elaborate more?
Yes, sir. Actually, I just want to ask, sir. It means, sir, today you will tell that therapy for to us.
No, see, therapy is the second part. Therapy is done after the analysis is completed. Today, we are not doing the individual one-to-one therapy or analysis.
Yes,
What
sir.
we are doing is just an awareness session of what grapho analysis and what grapho therapy is. So those who are really interested in one-to-one analysis and therapy for self-improvement, they can always connect through your platform after this session is over, because this is just an awareness session. We cannot do one-to-one therapy. Of course, once we do the interaction, if some people are interested, they can show on the screen 2 or 3 lines. So I can just briefly tell them 1 or 2 traits about them. So that will develop their interest.
Oh, wow, sir. Great, sir. So we will do after the question, sir, if you allow, sir.
Yes,
Please.
yes, yes.
Thank you
Sure.
so much, sir. Thank you. So, sir, next question is, can graphotherapy effectively alter behaviors or personality traits, and what evidence support this?
See, I was just mentioning about the therapy where we are actually practicing to consciously change some strokes so that we get the desired results. Or when we do the therapy, the target is to more effectively utilize your positive traits and get over your negative traits so that you become a better person. And because this particular episode is related to leadership, once you develop your personality, you can have a well-defined long-term goal. You can be more ambitious. You can be more determined. You can have more willpower, more persistence, so that your leadership qualities are much further enhanced. Now, the ethical part is, or what you are talking about is, see, the results of therapy are given by the clients themselves. That is the proof of the accuracy of this subject. See, let me tell you, I am following grapho analysis and graphotherapy as a passion. This is not my business. So I am finding out time to do this therapy and analysis so that I am able to help people. And when by helping people, I mean I give them therapy for self-improvement. So when I give them therapy, they do the therapy, and then they come back to me that I am really able to feel the personality changes in myself. I am feeling more positive, more motivated. I am getting over my negative traits. I can feel it. That itself is an evidence of the authority of this subject. So nothing more can be, I think nothing can be more accurate than a feedback from someone who has done the therapy.
Thank you, sir. Sir, you have told earlier that it is done in 3 weeks. So in 3 weeks, the person come again to you and they meet and they discuss about all these things. So the minimum time is 3 weeks.
Yeah, generally in 3 weeks, once you do the therapy or the stroke changes
Yes.
in a proper way,
Hmm.
then you will be able to see or feel the changes in a duration of about 3 weeks time. Thereafter,
Hmm.
you need not continue that therapy forever. So 3 weeks normally is sufficient. If some people are not able to see the changes fully, then I will tell them to do the therapy for one more week. But in general, I have seen that any therapy over 4 weeks is not required. People generally start feeling the changes even after 10 days, 15 days of doing the therapy. And by the end of 3 weeks, they are a totally different personality.
Oh, that's great. But it should be in a continue, there should not be any break in these 3 weeks.
Yes, especially in the first 1.5, 2 weeks, there should be no break. Otherwise, the desired results will not be, you will not be able to see properly, or it will be delayed. You have to do the therapy for a longer time if there is a break.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. So, sir, next question is, how is Grapho analysis practically done through strokes in the handwriting?
Okay. So see now what I have got some charts ready. So
Yes.
I will take about 5 to 7 minutes and show you some charts that how actually I do the analysis. So that will just give you an idea of what this science is about.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope you can see the chart at least to some extent.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See now you see here I have indicated the slant of the handwriting.
Mm.
This is a right slant handwriting. This is a straight handwriting. And this is a left slant handwriting. A right slant handwriting indicates people who are very expressive. Those they show their emotions and feelings readily. A straight handwriting is a person who is composed and will generally not show emotions. And this is a person who will be capable of meeting any emergency situations with a calm and cool mind. Now, a left slant handwriting indicates people who are actually very reserved. More the left slant, more reserved the person is. And if a person is very reserved, then he may be an introvert also. You will not be able to make out what is going on in their mind.
Oh, sir.
Okay.
Great.
Now, this is the second chart. See, I'm going very fast because, the time is limited.
Yes,
so I'll
sir.
just give you an idea.
Yes, sir.
See, here you see, these are different ways where we have written M's and N's.
Mm.
Okay, in the center line, you will see the M's and N's are ending with a point at the top. This pointed tops means
sir.
people who have a sharp mind. They have a very good grasping ability and they are able to grasp anything instantly. They don't take time to understand anything. Now you see the last line, there are inverted V's in the M's and N's.
Mm.
Inverted V's indicate people who have got curiosity for learning. They want to explore and learn more and more. Now, the first line, M's and N's, these are with rounded tops. So if you recollect, this is the type we were taught to write in school with the rounded tops. Okay. This indicates people who are actually slow thinkers. Now, see, there is nothing wrong in a slow thinker. By slow thinker, I mean people who take time to understand something. They require to study, restudy, go into details, and only after that study, they will be able to understand the subject thoroughly. So this is a person who will take time to understand or grasp something, but once they are able to understand it, they will probably be understanding better than the person who has got a sharp mind and who has understood something instantly.
Wow, sir. Even sir, you were saying I am writing, I am also seeing which type of person I am.
What did you say?
Sir, even you were telling, I was writing all the things. So I was also looking at my M is going straight or my M is going this way.
Okay. Yeah, see, that is normally what happens. When I give a live demo, this is online session. In live demo, you get a lot of people who get totally involved. They start writing and they start seeing their old notes and they are seeing how they are writing.
Very nice, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
See,
sir.
now I will give a demo of the lower strokes. See, lower strokes are there in Y, G, J. Okay. Now here you will see that Y with a loop. Here there is a bigger loop in the last one. And here you will see there are small loops, a narrow loop here and a small loop here. And here there is a straight downstroke in the Y. A
Yes, sir.
straight downstroke indicates people who has a strong determination. A person who has got a loop like this indicates a person who is creative and a good imagination. Bigger the loop, more creative the person is. A small loop like this indicates people who are choosy, selective. They may be choosy about small things, what to wear, what to eat, or they can be choosy about making friends, whom to interact with, whom to avoid. Okay. Now here you will see that there is a half loop like this or a half loop like this.
Yes,
This
sir.
indicates people who are creative, no doubt, but they are not utilizing their creativity to the full extent. They have a lot of untapped talents and they can utilize their potential more. They have got potential, but they are not using it fully. Okay. Now here you will see there is a Y which has got a swing forward. A swinging stroke like this, it's a good trait. It shows initiative. A person who is who has got good initiating abilities and very aggressive in the approach. Now here you see the G is written like a 8. This indicates people who have got fluidity of thinking. They have a very crystal clear thought process and they are very good planners. Okay, now I will come to the upper strokes. Upper strokes are there in L, T, H, D, like that. So here you will see that this H has got a loop. Okay, this L has got a loop.
Yeah.
And this T, this does not have a loop. It is a straight. Now a loop, upper loop indicates, just like lower loop indicates creativity, upper loop indicates people who are sensitive. They are touchy. They take things to heart. And the positive angle will be, if you look at the positive angle, it shows a person who is actually compassionate, a person who feels for others. He cannot see see other people in difficulty. He will feel for that person. So the upper loops indicate sensitivity or compassionate or both. Okay, now below I am showing some round letters.
Yes, sir.
This is a normal A. Okay, now this is a normal O. And here you will see the A has got a gap at the top and the O has got a gap at the top. This gap indicates people who are frank and they are ready to share anything. They are very friendly, open. Now, if you see a loop like this in the O,
Yes, sir.
and this is a bigger loop, this is a smaller loop. And if you see below, I have made a very big loop. This loop indicates people who are secretive. You will not know what is going on in their mind. If this sort of stroke comes in a child, I would probably say it is a negative trait, because if children don't share with us, how can we guide them? But in our case, especially in the case of leadership, this can also be considered as a positive trait. When you are secretive, don't you think you are also trustworthy? A person who is secretive can be trusted upon. And if you go and share something with that person, you can be rest assured he will not do loose talk and talk to anyone else about it. A person who is trustworthy will also have loops like this. Okay. Now I am showing one trait, one stroke, which has got a double loop, a loop in the beginning and also in the end. This is a dangerous trait. This indicates people who are dishonest, who are cheats. they can be dishonest and they can cheat people.
Oh my God.
Okay, now the last chart, I'm going very fast. The last
sorry.
chart, I have written various types of T's. Now, T is a very important part in the grapho analysis, and lot of things can be analyzed from the T. Now, here you see there is a T stem and a T bar. Now, the T bar is cutting towards the top. Here it is cutting even more towards the top. This indicates people who are ambitious and they have got a well-defined long-term goal. Now, this T bar is going above the T stem. You see, it is going even above the T stem. It is not cutting the T stem.
Yes, sir.
This indicates people who are overthinkers or people who are dreamers. They will just say that I want to do this, I will do this, but actually there is no effort to actually do or achieve something.
Yes.
Now this T bar is going down. It is cutting towards the lower side. This indicates people who are lacking confidence in their own abilities or they have self-doubt. No, whether I'll be able to do it or not, whether I should do it or should I leave it, this sort of thought will come in their mind.
Yes,
They lack confidence in their own abilities.
yes, sir.
Now this T stem has got one inverted V. This shows people who are stubborn. A T bar going to the right is short temper. T bar going to the left is procrastination. People who have habit of keeping things pending. A T bar with a hook like this indicates people who have jealousy or greed. Now a T bar starting thick and ending in a point. This indicates people who are sarcastic. A T bar slanting down is a dominating person. A T bar slanting upwards is a person who is optimistic. Okay. Now here you see the T bar is hardly legible. It is a very small T bar.
Yes,
This shows people who have got lacking of willpower. The willpower is less. Now here you see the T bar is having a curve like this. This has got a curve and even this one has got a curve. A curved T bar is a good trait. This shows a person who has got very good self-control. A person who is conscious that he has got some negative traits and he's trying to get over it consciously or subconsciously. A T bar with a waving T bar like this is a person who has a good sense of humor. Okay. Now a T bar here you will see is joined with the T stem. It is like a triangle. The T bar and T stem are joined.
yes, sir.
This indicates people who have got persistence. Persistence means that till they complete their task in hand, they will not rest. They will be after the work to finish it off. So I hope this will give you an idea how we are doing the analysis through the strokes in the various letters. The slant, how small or big the letters are, the way you write letters. So this is just a brief demo.
Wow, sir. Really, sir, it's a new thing and really surprising for us. These small, small things matter a lot. So how you have told that the importance of small T.
Yeah, it is not new. The awareness is less. Unfortunately, the
Awareness.
awareness in India is less.
Yes,
It's
sir.
a very old science. See, if I tell you the history, grapho analysis was actually first detected by Aristotle. You must have heard he was a Greek scholar about
Yes, sir.
2000 years back. So he was the first person who actually detected a link between the mind and the handwriting. He used to say that handwriting is actually mind writing. So unfortunately, the awareness in India is not there. That's why you are feeling that it's a new science.
Okay. Yes,
But
sir.
actually, it's a very old science. Awareness being less, people don't know about it.
People don't know. Yes, sir. So thank you, sir. And thank you so much, sir. So one last question, sir, if you permit, shall I?
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, thank you, sir. So, what are the limitations of grapho analysis in understanding the guidance and guiding the personal growth of a person?
You are talking about the limitations, is it?
Yes, sir. What are the limitations of grapho analysis? In
See,
understanding and guiding. Yes.
actually speaking, there is no limitation. It is a 100% proven and perfect science. A person can be accurately analyzed through the strokes in the handwriting. There is no if and but about it. See, now I will tell you where the gap will come. The gap will come. See, suppose I am doing the analysis. Okay, I am a human being.
Yes, sir.
I can make a mistake or error in analyzing the strokes. So if I tell someone that, okay, you have got this straight, the other person may disagree, saying that, no, I don't think this is correct. That may be because of a wrong analysis done by me. That is one gap. Second gap is that suppose I analyze something and correctly, I analyze it correctly also. But when I'm trying to explain to the other person, either my way of explaining is not correct, or the other person who is listening has not understood what I am trying to convey. So there may be a gap, and there may be a disagreement when we do the analysis. Otherwise, the science is 100% accurate and there is no limitation in it. It is a proven science, and you can totally rely on it for analyzing someone accurately and then going through the therapy.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, really, sir, we understood a lot of things at how writing affects the personal behavior. And today I will really go and search on it, sir. So, thank you so much, sir. We have less time, but we really love to interact on this topic if Arul and Pankaj sir will allow us. So, thank you so much, sir. And now over to Arul, if there are any questions, if anybody wants to ask. So, and sir, there was one activity which you were saying, if you allow, we can unmute one of our guests if they want to use their handwriting. If they want, as per your permission, sir. So
Yes.
we can
No,
do it.
first let them ask any queries. There may be
Okay.
some queries
Okay.
you might be having.
Okay,
Then
sir.
we can do a small demo for 2-3 people. I'll tell them a couple of things. If you are able to share the screen, just a couple of things I will tell them to develop their curiosity.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Thank you so much, Priyanka. Thank you so much, Naveen sir, for really giving a new understanding how to analyze the personality. And instead of analyzing others, it is giving a more insight about analyzing ourselves. So this is one tool where we can really work on ourselves and see where we can improve. So thanks for sharing
Exactly.
in this new learning. And as Priyanka told, for sure, whosoever is there in today in this room for sure are going to go and Google about and check on their signature at least, right? That how is their strokes are. So for sure we all are going to do that. Thank you so much, sir. And we look forward that somewhere we can have a longer session, right? To have more better insights and understanding. So for sure, me, Arul, Prakash will discuss on it, and let's see if we can have a longer session on this. So we would love to have that. So as Priyanka has learned something, I have also thought, interpreted some learning. Let's see what people have understood in last 40 minutes, what they have learned. So for that, I would like to invite our quiz leader today, Mr. Nellai. So before we inviting Mr. Nellai, I would also like to share that our last week quiz winner was Mr. Senthil Kumar, and Mr. Senthil Kumar was given a book called A to Z of Power, 26 plus ways to reclaim the power within you. So that was the book which was given to Mr. Senthil Kumar. And this week's quiz prize is going to be the Soulful Snapshot. The book Soulful Snapshot, written by Dr. Sheila Nivija. So let's see who wins this book. So over to Mr. Nellai to ask a quick quiz question. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, one and all. Thanks to Bija Training for this wonderful opportunity as a quiz leader. And dear Naveen sir, I'm really impressed on your points on the strokes, and especially in each strokes and each points. And I had multiple points, and most probably I had to go through my own handwriting on analyzing what I can do from my side. Thank you, sir.
Right, my pleasure.
Let's see who's the lucky winner of this week quiz. So fastest fingers first. Let's see who writes the correct answer in the chat box. The question will be posted in the chat box with the choices. Just a minute. Yes, please.
So if you can also read it out, that will help.
Yeah, yes. The graph analysis, Naveen sir mentioned that about the ending point of M and N stroke towards the top of the letter typically indicate about the person's conjugative abilities. And one is a strong analytical skills and attention to details. And second, creative thinking and problem solving abilities. And third one, strong grasping ability and quick learning. And the fourth one, reflective and introspective nature.
So there are a couple of responses there. Can you check who's the winner?
Nirupama Guga made that correct answer. That is strong grasping ability and quick learning. Congrats, ma'am.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
So
good,
winner of this.
congratulations, Ms. Nirupama. Congratulations for winning this quiz, and you'll be receiving the book. Mr. Arul will be coordinating with you for your guest. So we also give an opportunity to ask a quick question to our guest. So you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Sure. Thank you, Pankaj, and thank you, Mr. Naveen, for very, very insightful details for the past 40 minutes now. So I had something to share that I had referred to one of the graphologists around 3 to 4 years ago, and he analyzed my handwriting, and that is when I started believing in what graphotherapy is, because in my handwriting, I used to cut off my sentence in the end. Like if it is graphotherapy, if it is a one word, I used to write half and then put a hyphen and then continue to the next line. So he told me I am more prone to accidents or getting hurt somewhere. And that turned out to be actually very true. And I had 2 accidents in the past 1 month. And when he had told me, and I realized and I connected dots, and yes, and that was true. And ever since then, I have stopped cutting off a word in the end of the sentences. So if there is a small space, I would go to the next line. So that is one of the things which he told me, and I have started changes and in my own handwriting. So I really believe in this. And my question to you now here is, I wanted to know, is there any correction that you would do in the graphotherapy where, someone who is having, some goals in their mind and they're trying to achieve goals, but it's not getting accomplished continuously. And there would be some sort of failure or some sort of, hindrances to reach that goal. So would there be any corrections in graphotherapy that you would advise for this?
See, actually speaking, the therapy should be done only after a proper and full analysis. Okay. But as I explained that there is a T with a T bar cutting towards the top. So if your T bar is cutting low, if it is going on the lower side, that shows you have self-doubt and your long-term goals are not well defined. So if you start cutting the T bar towards the top, then that will help you to define long-term goals. But I would always suggest and strongly recommend that any therapy should be done only after a full and proper analysis is done.
Sure.
But this is just a
So
small thing which will not harm anyone.
Yeah, got it. So the horizontal stroke to be how, like, what did you say then? The stroke
It
which
should
comes
cut towards the top. I'll show
towards
you
the
the
top.
chart again.
It should be
I'll
on
show
the
you
line.
the chart. See, this is the way you should write the T bar, cutting towards the top, like this.
The first
or
one.
the second
Okay.
one, like this. Right? This one is going low. This should be avoided. And this one going above the stem, this should also be avoided.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So if we can have any more questions, if any one of you want to ask question, you can unmute yourself and ask quick question to our guest.
We have one question mentioned in the chat box by Mr. Just a minute, Prabhakaran. So he just mentioned us here that in Europe they analyze person by their handwriting before hiring decision. Do they use software tools for the purpose? Any softwares will be using for that? That was the question mentioned in the chat box by Mr. Prabhakaran.
See, I suppose softwares will be there in the advanced countries, but in India, I have not heard of it. At least I have not learnt it that way. I do the analysis by physically looking at the strokes. And that I feel is more accurate and best judged. Because I have no idea about the software. At least I have not heard of any such software in India.
Okay. So, do we have any other visitor to ask any question, or you want to know more about yourself? You can also ask your questions. Oh, we have Mr. Vasavi.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Special thanks to Bija for this session. I don't know how did you get into this, because this is absolutely an unbelievable session what I went through. So thanks to Mr. Naveen. I mean, sir, like, is there any study or something that you went through? Like,
See,
how did
actually,
you-
this has been my passion. So I have learnt it on my own through a book. My father
Wow.
also had interest in the subject. So he had bought a book in a book fair and he started studying from it. And when he used to appoint candidates for our business, he used to get handwritten applications. That time, computers were not there, typewriters were there. So
Yes.
people used to type their CVs and send it to
Yes.
the companies, right? So my father used to specifically say that please send handwritten applications. So he used to analyze the candidates. Even before the interviews, he was able to judge the personality of a person fully. So that time I was in school, college, I was very impressed. So I started studying. And the book which he had, I started studying from the book. And that's how I learned and picked up the subject. I have not done any formal course. I'm an engineer by profession. And I run my family business. So this is just a passion which I'm pursuing continuously for many years together.
This is another shock, I should say, actually. You learned all by yourself, and that too such a kind of thing where, I mean, I'm still surprised and amazed with the way you have given us those, you try to explain it with the chart and all. So thank you for your efforts, the way you put up. And yes, absolutely, I will be looking forward to it, because I have a son and I started thinking about, see, that is when at the very childhood age we start to learn it, right? So how to give the strokes and all. So thank you so much, sir. It was a wonderful session and you took it wonderfully, actually. Thank you so much.
No, actually, I want to just highlight one point since you have raised
Yes,
the
please.
topic about your son.
Yes, please.
This this analysis is possible only above the age of 13 or 14. That you must keep in mind.
No, I'm not going to do anything. But I'm still surprised and amazed with the strokes and all. We learn it self, right? And
Yes.
with the strokes, I mean, it's still it's out of
No,
my
what you
head
do
the
is
way you have
you
taken it.
search graphotherapy on the net. You will get a lot of
Yeah,
information.
sure.
Remember, you should search graphotherapy, not graphology. You search
Sure.
graphotherapy, you will get a lot of information.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Thank you so much. It's a different level of pleasure, I should say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the response. So, do we have any other questions for the day? So let me clarify one thing. There had been some confusion and mistake at my end. So the book which we are going to give away today, because Nirupama herself is the author of the book, so we are not going to give it to her. So Miss Nirupa, Mama, there will be a different gift for you, because the book, because there was some confusion, so that was my bad. So anyways, Arul will take care of it and he will do the needful. By the time, I believe, is there anyone else who would like to ask a quick question? Or else I would like to
Or if anyone will like to share a couple of lines just for the curiosity point of view, I can just tell them a couple of things.
Yes, sir. I'm Karni Prakash. I'm going to show it. If it okay?
Yeah. Just show on the screen.
Okay,
or you can give the screen sharing option to Mr. Kapoor.
Yes.
Video. I will.
Yeah, you will share the screen now.
No, actually, this I have written.
No, that's okay. You can just bring it close to the screen. I will try to read it. Yeah, okay. This, just hold it over there. Okay.
able to,
See, now
sir,
I will tell you one thing in the first shot, that you are a loyal person.
Okay.
It is loyalty towards your work, family, friends, anything.
is it
It has
straight?
gone.
Now
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
straight,
again.
right?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Ah,
Okay. Now, another thing is that you have got good self-control. Your T's are curved. If you see, the T bars are curved, so you have got good self-control. And if you note carefully, couple of your T bars are cutting low. That shows sometimes you are lacking confidence in your own ability.
okay.
See, not that you are not capable, you are very capable, but you sometimes get self-doubt whether you'll be able to do it or not. You know, that self-doubt comes once in a while,
Nice, nice, nice.
right? So I hope you'll get an idea with this.
Yes, yes, yes. That's it. Super, super nice.
And
nice.
we have one more handwriting from Mr. Edwin. I will share the his handwriting now. He wants to know.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the one.
Okay, just a minute. I'm trying to enlarge it because. Yeah, okay. Now you see, very carefully, if you see that Y downstrokes are having big loops. Y and G, Y downstrokes are having big loops. That shows that this person is very creative and has a very good imagination.
Good, sir. Good to note.
Right. So see, you have got a good imagination. You can become a writer also if you are interested, a writer or a poet. You are capable of writing also. You have got very good imagination.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. And another thing is, there is something which we call like for change. Like for change means that you will normally get bored of routine activities. You want some change in life. Okay. No, you will not mind going out for, okay, let's go out for lunch, or let's go out for dinner, let's go out for a drive, let's go for a holiday. Anything different from routine, you will always look forward to. Okay. So I hope that will do.
I'll agree it to that because Arul also knows my history. I think we have Mr. Giri showing. Sir, you can take over, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So we have one from Giri. Last one. Yes, Giri sir. Is it visible? Is the last one? Yes.
Sir, it's not clear, sir. Can you please put?
No.
Sir, make it straight, sir. Make it straight, sir. You don't need to.
It's not clear, Giri sir.
Okay.
I mean, sir, you able to read it?
No, it's not clear. It's
Yes,
not clear.
It's not clear, Giri sir.
Yeah. When you had
We will
shown
take it.
the handwriting, it was very clear.
Yes. We'll take it in private also. No problem.
No, we'll do one thing. Let them call me after the session.
That is what.
See.
Yes.
They can send me on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure,
I'll share
sure.
the contact. Yes. Thank you, Giri sir. Yes. Yes, Pankaj.
Fine. So I believe rest of the people can contact our guest, Mr. Naveen Toshniwal, over the WhatsApp, and can also get connected over the LinkedIn as well. The details are already been shared on the chat box. So before me inviting our summary leader, I would also like to share our Rocket Goals meet, which is going to happen on 13th July. Okay. So Mr. Arul, if you can share. So on 13th July, we are going to have our Rocket Goals meet at Chennai. So details are there, and Mr. Arul will be sharing the same over the WhatsApp as well. So we would like to have all the people there for this Rocket Goals meet, and the theme for it is Fit and Lead. So let's meet there for the offline networking meet. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, So before giving thanks note and before giving the end, so I want to ask participants one line about the episode, because it was a wonderful, learningful and insightful, different from other episode. So learning ourselves deeply through handwriting. So anyone want to share or give feedback you were learning? So please type it or you can share it.
Sure. So in the meantime, I would like to invite Mr. Giri for the summary. So Mr. Giri, you can unmute yourself and come up with your summary points.
Thank you, Pankaj sir. Really, today it's awesome and so many insights leading people through grapho analysis and therapy. As I know the calligraphy, as I'm a BNA member, I have one of the category people. He is handling calligraphy. I don't know whether calligraphy and this one is connecting grapho. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for this. As you told, sir, about the 10 people are stopped writing, but now again the era has been changing. The people are again coming and writing, and like that, one information is almost when we are typing, our 1,000 neurons are connected. When we are writing, 10,000 neurons have been connected. I think you know very well, but this is the information I want to share. Anyway, today the first thing, as you told, it is widely used for employments and relating to our personalities, personal traits to find accurately, and cool, whether to find whether they are cool-headed with so many emotions, to find their willpower level, and then their personality and character, and the repetition of strokes, how many times they can write, and the check analysis, how they are signing, and also their therapy, how they are conscious making, right. And then target our peoples to find their more willpower and persistence. And finally, when you are coming for generally 3 weeks, the sharp-minded peoples understand the subject, understand instantly by seeing their handwriting. And you told about lower strokes and the lower loops, whether they are in creativity mind, and then initiative abilities, crystal clear, their third processes, and also whether they are very good planners like that. And the upper loop peoples who are more sensitive with the positive angle and passionate. And also you told about the A gap with the indicator of open-minded and trustworthy. And then some people have some dishonest. And the importance of small t, they are well-defined overthinkers. Overall, who are lacking with the confidence, self-doubt, and inverted T, who are stable, standing, optimistic, a lack of willpower and persistence. In India, you told about awareness. India is very less. This has been first detected by Aristotle about mind and handwriting. It's a very old science, and the limitations of grapho analysis. There is no limitations. 100% proven and perfect science is there. The gap will come about the analysis of strokes. The science is 100% accurate about these signatures, the writing with strokes. Finally, it is approved science. Thank you.
Sir, you have made a good effort and made so many notes. Really appreciate.
Thank you, Giri sir.
Actually, I have received 2-3 calls, but even though some disturbance, I managed to, but still I have to improve. But anyways, thanks for this wonderful opportunity, Arul and Naveen sir. Really, I want to connect with you because most of the thing I will be in writing only. whatever the things, I will write like anything. So just I have to
Okay.
change the stroke. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Giri sir. Thank you, Naveen sir. So here I would like to invite Mr. Karuni Prakash for a vote of thanks, and post that I will invite Mr. Arul to take up the networking session. So Naveen sir, once again, thank you so much. And as the feeling is, the same which everyone might be having, that the session was amazing, awesome, and really a new learning. So might be my words are different, but the feeling is the same, that it was really a wow session today. Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
So
Thank you.
over to you, Karunai, for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Pankaj. Before me sharing about the next week episode, let me quickly share again the purpose of the community. For the visitor who are all attending for the first time, Leaders Connect 360 is a hybrid model leadership community where every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. we invite a top management leaders from Reputed Corporate Company to suggest some solution for real-time leadership experience we had today from our guest, Mr. Naveen sir. Kindly follow our social media platform to get regular updates. And it's very simple to join our community. Do click on the below social media links, whatever platform you are watching. So just click the social media links. And it gives me a immense pleasure to thank our guest, Mr. Naveen Toshniwal, and the panel discussion leader, Mr. Priyanka Bhatia, for spending your valuable time and sharing your knowledge. So it was a huge, impactful session I have attended so far. It's a very unique session. Thank you so much. And so could you please give me one word or some words about the Leaders Connect, Naveen sir?
See, actually, I was very happy to connect with this team because your heading is very unique, to build leaders. And I really wish you all the best. And I wish you success in coordinating and carrying out more such interesting sessions to increase the knowledge of the people.
That's great, sir. That's great. Thank you so much, sir. Guests and others in the house, kindly accept our gestures of thanking through a medium of thanking video. We request new members and visitors to stay tuned till the end, as we given an opportunity to introduce ourselves, which will help us network and grow better. Thank you, Naveen sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So Arul, can we have the thank you video, please? Thank you, Arul. Thank you so much. So Naveen sir, thank you for being there. Thank you. So you want to stay back, you can be there for our networking meet, or